everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing my very first craft Canadian beer. That is right, this will be the first time I've had a craft beer from Canada, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I gotta give a huge shout out to Average Joe here on YouTube for hooking me up with this fine brew, because you know what? We sure as hell are not getting anything from Canada. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We are getting flying monkeys now from Canada, but that's, about it. So this is awesome. Would never be able to get this without Joe. So Joe, thank you, sir. And this is Great Lakes Harry Porter and the bourbon-soaked vanilla bean. Now, this is a part of their 10-tank series, and they're using 1001 vanilla beans in this brew. Now, this is not actually bourbon barrel-aged. It's literally, as the name suggests, the vanilla beans are soaked in bourbon and then put into the beer. So, should be pretty cool. I love the name. I love the artwork on this. So, let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh, yeah, right away I'm getting a nice milk chocolate, a little bit of dark chocolate in there. Definitely getting some nice roastiness. I'm getting a nice coffee note as well. Definitely getting the vanilla, of course. With that many vanilla beans in there, it'd be crazy if you didn't. Yeah, definitely getting the vanilla sweetness. I'm not getting bourbon, though. I'm really not getting bourbon. Yeah, this smells like a nice dessert beer. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Wow. Right away, you're getting that nice vanilla sweetness up front. That kind of fades into more of this creamy milk chocolate. Definitely getting a little bit of a bitter dark chocolate note in there. Definitely coffee. As a matter of fact, the coffee kind of comes in about mid-palate, and then it lingers on into the finish, which is really nice. Definitely getting those roasted malt notes as well. Oh yeah, that's tasty. You get the vanilla up front, you kind of get it mid-palate, and then it also is one of the more lingering notes as well, right along with that kind of roasted coffee note, which is really nice. Again, the only thing I'm not getting is the bourbon. For one, I don't really know how long the beans were soaked in bourbon for. I don't know if it was a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, what the deal was, couple hours, maybe. I have no idea. But you're definitely getting the vanilla, just not the bourbon, which, that's a little disappointing, but it's not bourbon barrel aged, so I wasn't really sure what to expect on that end. It's got a nice medium body, a very creamy, smooth type of mouthfeel, and it's got a little bit of lingering bitterness too, so it kind of helps to dry it out, get your palate ready for another sip. It's actually a little bit more dry, I think, than a lot of porters, but it's not overly dry. This is super smooth, very easy to drink, very enjoyable as well. It's not overly complex, but it does everything that it sets out to do, minus the bourbon, because you're getting a lot of vanilla, you're getting the darkened milk chocolate, you're getting the nice roasted malt notes, and you're definitely getting a lot of coffee in there as well, which is just super tasty. It's a very well done porter. Like I said, the one thing that's just missing for me is the bourbon. So, as far as the rating goes, guys, I'm going with an 8.5 out of 10 for this one. Super enjoyable, very glad that I got to try this, but again, no bourbon. I don't know if bourbon barrel aging this would be a good idea. I think that the base beer might get a little too hidden. But if they're looking to put more of a bourbon influence, I don't know. Maybe soak the vanilla beans for longer or something like that. But it's a very tasty brew nonetheless. And Joe, thank you very much. As far as my musical recommendations tonight, guys, I want you to check out a group by the name of Black Sabbath. I know, who's never heard of them, right? And their self-titled 1970 debut record. Now, yes, it does have a song called The Wizard, which is part of the reason I am suggesting it. However, it's one of their more dark and heavy, records. I think that one, more so than a lot of the other ones, really solidify Black Sabbath as the godfathers of, just heavy metal. It's awesome stuff, and I think it will go really nicely with this beer. Alright, guys, that does for this beer review. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.